Hi everyone, it's Scott here from That's English School 英語研究プロジェクト。よくある間違いを分析します。似てる単語が多いですよね。意味的にはちょっと違うかな、でも何が違うかよくわからない。今回はそういうことです。Notice と realize の使い分け。ネイティブスピーカーでも説明できないような違いです。なんとなく感覚で使い分けてますね。日本語もそうだと思います。おにぎりとおむすび。なんか違うな。でも何が違うかよくわからない。自分にもさっぱりわかりません。もっと勉強しないとですね。Okay, let's dive into the first point. First, let's look at the problem. I noticed my mistake.I noticed my mistake. Looking at this sentence, in all honesty, you could get away with using this. It doesn't confuse the listener. It communicates the point almost perfectly. If it was said in the middle of a conversation, the conversation wouldn't stop, but a native speaker would for a split second think, English is not this person's first language. It's a very advanced mistake. But in order to improve your English, it's super important that you try to master or at least become aware of these little linguistic nuances. Let's investigate in more detail. Okay, first we have to say this. Both notice and realize have almost the same meaning in Japanese. 気がつく. This is the reason why a lot of Japanese people have trouble using them in the correct way. Let's look at the meaning of notice. In Japanese, we can say it like this. This means to use the 5 senses to become aware of something. By the 5 senses, I mean sight, smell, taste, sound, and touch. You see something and notice it. Did you notice? He has been upside down since the beginning of the video. You smell something and notice it. I think my neighbors are having a barbecue. You taste something and notice it. Oh no, this milk is like 2 weeks out of date. You hear something and notice it. It's a message from my friend Steve. You touch something and notice it. Either my head is getting bigger or I'm losing my hair. Okay, so now we know about notice and the 5 senses. So how about realize? In Japanese, we can say it like this. Realize is when you already have the information in your head, but then you think about it and start to process the information. And then, aha! Eureka! You have a light bulb moment. You come to a new conclusion or start to understand the situation better. Suzu Hirose and Alice Hirose kind of look alike. And they have the same last name. Aha! They're sisters. I didn't realize that before. Sisters. Did you know that 31 ice cream, as it's known in Japan, is actually called Baskin-Robbins all over the world? The logo has two meanings. B and R for Mr. Baskins and Mr. Robbins, the founders of the company. And also the number 31 is in the logo. That means you can have a new flavor of ice cream for every day of the month. I bet you didn't realize that before. Note to self, don't eat ice cream in the middle of a video. I've got all those nuts stuck in my teeth now. Additionally, the word realize can be used in a negative sentence in almost exactly the same way as know. Like in, I didn't know you were from Hokkaido. I didn't realize you were from Hokkaido. What's the difference? Well, not so much, but I recommend you use both to give your English more balance and variety. So what's the solution to this problem? It's actually very simple. Use notice for the 5 senses. Just remember me drinking the old milk. And use realize for something that gives you an aha moment. Just remember the story about the 31 ice cream logo. Or putting it more simply, using gestures like this, okay? Notice. And then for realize, like this. So while we're talking about it, are there any alternative words or phrases? Yes, there are a few. For notice, we can use these expressions or words. Become aware of, pick up on, detect, spot, see. For realize, we can use these words and expressions. Get the idea, get the picture, take in, get in, comprehend. Let's take a look at 5 example sentences. The first one is this. I didn't notice my wife's haircut, and she was so mad at me. To be mad at someone just means to be angry. Oh my God! I just realized I left my grandmother at the service area. I noticed my dog was walking with a limp, so I took him to the vet. Walk with a limp means one of your legs or feet are injured, so you can't walk normally. Hey Scott, can you move your car? It's blocking the way. Sorry, I didn't realize it was in the way. I'll get it moved right now. So if something is in the way, it means it's blocking or people can't go through or go past. Something is in the way. You can also use in the way for people. Like in a situation if people feel uncomfortable, you could say, am I in the way? Maybe I should go. I noticed my car making a funny noise, so I took it to the dealer. Better safe than sorry, I suppose. If you want to take your English to the next level, click on this video right over here. I'm talking about how to use make and let. It's full of useful information. I'll see you over there.